بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه أما بعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to this session of inheritance. Today, inshallah, we will talk about very important topic in inheritance, and some scholars considered it the most difficult topic. Why? Because it happens a lot and it needs more than one process, more than one procedure. That's all about it. If you simplify and divide these processes to do one at a time, it will not be difficult at all, inshallah. So this case is called munasakhat. Munasakhat. What's the meaning of munasakhat? In Arabic, munasakhat is the plural of munasakha, from naskh. Naskh in Arabic literally means abrogation. Linguistically, it means the obliteration. When you erase something, you write something, you are obliterating, you erase something. So what's the connection between naskh in Arabic and munasakhat in inheritance? Because in inheritance, when this happens, the first case has been altered and changed. How that is possible? It is possible when more than one death takes place before the division of the first case. By default, usually, when someone passes away, his estate should be divided. Now, if it was not divided, then another person from the same case died, then now we have two deaths and the money from the first case was not divided. What do we do with it? Now, we want to do the first case and we want to do the second case. So the second case changed the first case. So in simple terms, the definition of munasakhat is the death of the second person before the first case was divided or solved. That is munasakhat in simple terms. So what do we do, or what are the examples? In munasakhat, we have several levels. One level is very easy and you don't need to do anything. You just consider the second death as the first one. How is that? Someone passed away and left 5 brothers. Only 5 brothers. Then one of the brothers died and he left the rest 4 brothers. That's all what he had. Then one of the 4 brothers died and he left the 3 brothers. And that's it. So we had not only 1 death or 2 deaths, we had 3 deaths. What do we do in this case? We make the case out of 3. We don't need to make it out of 5, then out of 4, then out of 3. Why? It is the same. Eventually the money will get to those 3 people. So it is out of 3. That is a simple case. Then if we have the second level is when we have another death, but it's separate. It is separate. Like what? Someone passed away and left, a husband passed away and left a wife and a mother. A wife and a mother. How much the wife would take? She would take 1/4. The mother would take the rest. 3 out of 4. Then the mother died and she left a husband and a full brother. The husband and the full brother, they are not connected to the wife that was left by the previous husband. So they are 2 separate cases. We make them together, but they are separate cases. That's the second level. The third level, which is the one that requires some work, is when we have more than 1 death and the status or the share is changed. Like what? The same example, the husband who passed away and left a wife and a mother. But he also left a daughter. He also left a daughter. Then the wife passed away and left a father and whatever was left from the first case. Who was left from the first case? The wife who passed away, that was also her daughter. So the daughter here again, she takes again from the second case. She took first from her father and now she is taking from her mother. So we have to calculate both cases. That's the munasakhat. And you need to practice in order for you to perfect this topic. It's very important. Some scholars consider it difficult. It's not. If you simplify it, you make 1 case at a time, 1 step at a time, it will be simple, inshallah. So here are 2 important cases. I want you to solve them. Now, inshallah, they should be easy. When you do the steps, one by one, that's it. Do the steps and then things will be easy. Take those two cases, solve them, pause, take as much time as you want, then go back. Do not go back until you finish those cases. The first case, a woman died and left a mother, a husband, and an uncle. Then the husband died and left 5 sons. All right, I'll repeat that again. A woman died and left a husband, a mother, and an uncle. Then the husband died and left 5 sons. That's the first case. The second case, a husband died and left a wife and a daughter from his wife. A husband died and left a wife and a daughter from his wife, and a full brother. And a full brother. So we have a wife, a daughter, and a full brother. Then the daughter died. The daughter died and left the rest from the previous case and a husband and a daughter. Okay, I will repeat the second case again. A husband died and left a wife and a daughter from his wife and a full brother. Then the daughter died and left the rest from the first case and a husband and a daughter. Solve these two cases and do not come back until you finish the cases. So pause, solve them, take as much time as you want, and come back only when you finish them. All right, now the first case, we have a mother, a husband, and an uncle. A mother, a husband, and an uncle. How much the mother would take? She would take 1/3. How much the husband would take? He would take 1/2. The uncle would get the rest. So the case is out of 6. 2 for the mother, 3 for the husband, and 1 for the uncle. And 1 for the uncle. Now who passed away? The husband. The husband passed away and left 5 sons. What about the previous ones, the mother and the uncle? Are they his relatives? No, they are not. They are the relatives of his wife. And there is nothing indicates that they are relatives to him. So we don't put them again. We put the 5 sons. The 5 sons, their case is out of 5, as we took in the principles of ta'sib. When we have heirs who inherit without a fixed share, the case is out of their number. They are 5, so the case is out of 5. Each son will take 1. That 5, where did it come from? It came from the share of their father. How much the share of their father was, who was a husband in the first case? It was 3. So we need to match between the 5 and the 3. How? We multiply 5 by 3, and we multiply the 3 by 5. But 3 is part of a whole case that was out of 6. So we need to multiply the entire case. We cannot multiply one number. We have to multiply the whole case. So the 6 is multiplied by 5. And the whole case becomes out of 30. The share of the mother was 2. We multiply it by 5. That is 10. The husband who used to get 3, we don't give him anything because he passed away. His share is divided now on the sons. The share of the uncle was 1, and that one was multiplied by 5, so it becomes 5. Now we have the mother got 10 out of 30. We have the uncle got 5 out of 30. That is 15. The sons who got 1 from the first case, their case was multiplied by 3. So each one of them got 3. 1 times 3, that is 3. They are 5, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is 15. Plus the 15, the share of the mother and the uncle, the case is correct. That's how you do it. The second case. We have a wife, a daughter, and a full brother. Wife, daughter, and full brother. The wife, she gets 1/8. The daughter, she gets 1/2. The full brother, he gets the remainder. So the case is out of 8. 1 for the wife, 4 for the daughter, and 3 for the full brothers. For the full brother, that is 8. Now who passed away? The daughter. What did she leave? She left the rest from the previous case. That wife from the previous case became what? She becomes mother now. She becomes mother. That full brother to the deceased, now the daughter is the one who's deceased. That was full brother to her father. So now he becomes uncle. He becomes uncle. So before we look at the next, we have to put the uncle and the mother, who used to be wife and full brother, on the same line, because we will add their shares now. They are inheriting from both cases. So pay attention. Now we had a wife, daughter, and full brother, 1, 4, and 3. The daughter died. So the 4 is gone. We put mother, uncle. Now who came in the new case? We have a husband and daughter. So we add them. So now we have a mother, we have uncle, we have husband, and we have daughter. The case is again out of 12. The case is out of 12. The mother gets 1/6, the daughter gets 1/2, the uncle gets the remainder, and the husband gets 1/4. So it is out of 12. The mother gets 2 out of 12. The uncle gets the remainder. The husband gets 1/4, that is 3. And the daughter gets half the 12, that is 6. 6 plus 3, that is 9. Plus 2, that is 11. There is 1 left, we give it to the uncle. Now, the case is out of 12. That 12, where did it come from? That's the most important part. That 12 used to be the share of the daughter who passed away. How much was her share? It was 4. So we need to match. The 12, we multiply it by 1. The 4, we need to multiply it by 3. But the 4 is part of a whole case. That case was out of 8. So we cannot only multiply 4. We have to multiply the whole case. So the case, which used to be 8, now we multiply it by 3. We multiply it by 3. Since we multiplied the 4 by 3, we need to multiply 8, we need to multiply 1, and we need to multiply 3. So the whole case becomes out of 24. The case becomes out of 24. The share of the wife from the first case used to be 1. 1 multiplied by 3, that is 3. That wife became a mother. So her 3 also, we add to it the 2 that she got from the second case. So that becomes 5. Okay, again, this is very important. The wife from the first case, her share was 1. We multiplied the 1 by 3, so became 3. That wife became a mother, so she gets another share, that is 2. 3 plus 2, that is 5. The daughter, she doesn't get anything, we put 0. Then the full brother, who took 3 from the previous case, we multiplied it by 3, that became 9. 9 as a full brother. Now as an uncle, how much he got? 1. 9 plus 1, that is 10. He took 10. Then the rest of the case, the husband and the daughter, their shares did not change because the 12, we multiplied it by 1. So their 3 remains as it is and their 6 remains as it is. So the daughter gets 6, the husband gets 3, that is 9. The full brother who became uncle, he got 10. 9 plus 10, that is 19. And the mother, who used to be a wife, she got 5. 19 plus 5, that is 24. And the answer is correct. So I hope this is clear. You need to practice. This is very important case, which is munasakhat. If you perfect it, inshallah, nothing else will be difficult on you. I will stop here, inshallah. Hada wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.